Well, it has been a bit since I have touched this. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer League. So, the way this format works is we've got multiple tables this time with multiple seed types. I've picked three. The first of three we're going to tackle is this week's open mode. We pick our world, we try to plot a path through it. Items cost coins, those are the basics. But because it's been a bit, I'm going to look up the summary real quick. Item distribution is random with a 50 coin max, as I had said. Starting coins, none. Random auto scrollers, but no slow. Cannons randomized, so those can be chaotic. Faster frog. Hammers can hit Koopa Kids. Reduced tail slowdown is nice, and power up buffs are miscellaneous. So it's akin similar to the past tournament. But enough talk. I say, what is it that is said for TRB? Enough blither blather. Let's get at her. 3, 2, 1, go. So what I'm looking to do to start here is probably... Hey, thanks for the good luck, Zero. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to start World 4. Because chances are Hammer's not going to be helpful here. Even though this is going to be a very long world. And an interesting one, too. I'm gonna go this way first. Actually, this might be good, because... Okay, that was dangerous to jump with a Paragoomba right there. Because normally you do that, you're getting hit. But... the Paragoomba went off screen. So we're good. And what's good about 1-3 early? A hidden power-up. Ooh, a hammer. That could actually be good. I mean, it won't help here, but... let's see what the fort does. Oh, I gotta dial in early because it's Air Force. Where was my jump? Where was my jump? I know I jumped there. That's such trash. Oh, and another interesting detail. I wound up getting the item there, so it's not treating that as a cleared level. So there's a reasoning for that happening there. Now, to use this mushroom, it's going to cost 5 coins, but you know what? I could be okay with it, but I want to at least try it again. Because if I get hit by that same thing... it's not where I anticipated landing, but okay, whatever. Alright. Let's see, was that the correct fort? Or am I gonna have to go to the right? Was the correct fort. This is where I do use a mushroom, because now... well, a bit of an auto-scroller, but we can get some extra coins here, so... it's all good. I mean, I prefer the version of this level that doesn't auto-scroll, but that's just me. Whoa! Was that auto-scroller not gonna stop? Zero, you saw that, right? I thought that auto-scroller was gonna run me off the edge! Either way, that's 6-3 done. Now, we get out of here. And a World 4 airship that does not scroll is one that I am okay with. Hey, how you doing, Purple Clouds? Good to see you. Oh, that's a Mega Jumbo Shrimp. Let me all 5 hits, but we're out of the first world. Marriage is what brings us together today. A music box. Okay, that could be useful. We're just gonna go right here into World 5. Hey, required Twisty Tower. Yeah, some of these jokes are like literal dad jokes. There is a power-up block there, but we don't need it because nothing crazy fast, just a nice little clean out. But yeah, the princess letters have all sorts of jokes. Oh, this is cute. 1-1 with a Cheep Cheep. I had to do enough to make sure I didn't get too far ahead, otherwise I was gonna have the baby bass right in my face. Didn't want that. And now the Twisty Tower. Definitely not one of my favorite levels. But you gotta do what you gotta do. The game treats this as one big pipe transition. Oh, I disagree, game. Eh, it's fine. I'd rather get the 3 extra hatching for the lives that way, because when you do that, in open world, you get 2 up automatically. Oh, jeez, who let the overweight Koopa fail? Ugh. That was rude. $15 coins to use a fire flower, but it is definitely worth it. That's a wild card. In open world, it can do anything for free except for the cloud. The cloud's all 50 coins. Oh, that's no fun. Hitting one's elbow, they call it the funny bone, but it's no laughing matter when you hit it. Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. The fort in our way is the navy tile, but oh, this is wild. I forgot this was a thing. Personally, I prefer spring through this with P-speed strats. But this is one of those setups where it's a fire kill a boom boom. Each fire kill a boom boom has the potential to save a few seconds per. So, good way to save time. Airship is World 3's. Just one hit quitter. Ah, well. There's also a heavy Koopa Kid, too, so that's one heavy off the board. Once I was the king of Spain, now I eat humble pie. With one hammer, I could go to 6, and that's what I'm gonna do. What's my hammer's value, I wonder? I wanted to fill up on coins. It's worth it, I think. Even though you can't see that note block on screen when you don't have P-Speed, because the camera won't scroll, it's still there and you still get the collision for it. Now, if only this were a fast auto-scroll. It's a nothing burger. Oh well. Oh, we're gonna play this, because I'm pretty sure it's required, and it's 6F2. Oh, I lost fire because of unbad movement. Oh well. Take that. It's there. If I botch my movement, I'm covered. And boom boom was one hit. Well, we have to go back anyway, so I'm just gonna clear this out. Oh, you jerk. There's one fort back here. See if that's the answer. Oh, it's super tanked, so I like my chances. Not my best P-speed movement there, but still P-speed movement. If that lock doesn't break on the left, we're golden. We're good. Oh, this could get nasty real fast because 4-5 on fire. Right. Uh-oh. This is starting to go to pot. Okay, that was a bit of a disaster, but I made it out. So, moving on. Keywing also 15 coins in open mode, but the faster movement really helps in the airships. That's fine. That ain't. Ooh, I really had to hold on there. Made it though. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third, and I don't give a damn. Something like that. I probably just misquoted that horribly, but Kappa. We're gonna go 70. Ooh. Forced Route 7. This just got interesting. Let's go regular mushroom for now. Oh boy. 5-3. Something like that. Oh! This is... I am not liking this level all of a sudden. Yeah, this is literally a pack of ass. I don't think anybody can fault me for flying over this. That might be the worst opening I've ever seen for a 5-3. So I know the level can be a right stinker, but good God almighty! I'll take those two. Yeah, this is a... Oh! Yeah! I mean, I could play the plant, but to try for a hammer or a cloud, but just because I can doesn't mean I should. Fort, this could be key. And it's you. Oh, I disagree, game. What? I think this is where... So that's tail. Give me a star to start. There are levels I don't like seeing in general. This is one of them. I didn't like what the damage boost strat looked like. But yeah, that's a pretty mean setup right there. So I broke the second pipe. If I get behind that lock, then I'm all set. I think. Survey says... to be determined. We know that fort isn't necessary. use that as a bit of a money grind. So what I was thinking of doing there to get up to 50. And Boss Bass runs right into me. Ooh, that was worth it. Perhaps World 2 next? But we'll see. Yeehaw! That was a risky fire kill to go for, but I nailed it. That should not have worked out that way, but it did. Boy. Cat's breath smells like cat food. Why? Why not? I like big thwomps, and I can't deny. You other Koopas can't deny. Oh, I got a cloud for that. Alright, World 2. Pipe's not gonna be that great. Screen game. Feel like I got robbed of a jump input there. And another jump input that got eaten, but that one is more inconsequential in terms of route. Maybe lose a couple of frames, but it's fine. Anyway, this, on the other hand, not so much. Alright, got another hammer. I should have full committed to that jump. There aren't too many instances where using that bonus room actually helps. Getting rid of cheaper boss bass, definitely one of them. And here we have a 6-2 not auto-scrolling. Perfect. This goes right to the end of the world, basically. I was mashing out that swim cycle pretty darn good there. But yeah, I've got my jump input on the B button of my controller because I noticed this a few times during the Super Metroid Map Randomizer Mentor Tournament run. But there are times where the A button was getting held and it just was not responding. So there may be a problem with the controller that I'll have to address at some point. I'm just not going to address it at this time because it still works. For the most part. Besides, shit's getting expensive. Who does your taxes? None you biz. Oh, we got a third hammer. This is definitely into 3. What's the value of double hammer here? There may be value here. Play the 4th. 4th 1. A lot of runners will take top path, but I'll take bottom path because 1, you can fly if the enemy set is right, but if not, you can use your tail to expose the item blocks like that and jump up that way. I think it's a bit longer, but it's also safe. That's just how I view that. We're gonna play you 2-5. Okay. Man, what the hell is happening? I disagree with that entire thing game, because I had jumps that were not counted. What the fuck? I went right over that enemy, and instead of getting credit with a hit, this 2-5 isn't because somebody rolled a stinker of a 1. This is a case of the game didn't recognize my jump input first time. Second time, I somehow don't get the Goomba Stomp, which I must have missed by a pixel, if anything. And it's 7-5. Eat me. Normally, we don't feed the boss bass, but 7-5 would have sank a lot of times. So if there was a spot where I was using a cloud, that was it. Stupid. Got some payback. Okay, so that end of level set wasn't nearly as diabolical as it could have been. Airships that are 5 and 7 for airships. So I'm gonna P-wing here. Okay, wound up being the World 5 airship. Okay, this ain't terrible because now, with a lot of running, I get to the end of it so much faster. And the off-screen wand grab when you don't have the fault animation cutscene, when that's disabled, it doesn't save nearly as much time as it does, but it does save frames on the wand falling. Be kind, rewind, and I get a cloud back. Alright. Into 1. I had to check that. So hammers no to breaking locks, and it's 3-6. Smack. Smack. Level's on fire too, which does not help things. Got some coins back. Which isn't a bad thing for a long world to get coins. Agreed. That would be a great end message. Okay, close call there. Yeah, this is where I make him take a nap to preserve a small amount of time. Some of these levels are very good for building coins. That was certainly one. No World 1 rock breakable either. You can pick up coins in this level too, but I feel if you're trying to go fast, this is a level where you don't do that. The coins are pretty far out of the way. Oh, I would agree with that. 5-4 with a boss bass mid-air, catching you off guard and devouring you for the RKO out of nowhere is truly disgusting. Ooh, this level's got the boots. So I gotta watch out for a boot to the head. Potentially. What? Oh, I call bullshit on that game. I had that Koopa stomped. Just gonna shake my head at that. Okay, so there was no Karibo shoe at the top, so thankfully that wasn't an issue. Seven four, and if this auto scrolls, I'm taking a cloud. Oh, yep, I'm taking a cloud. Order of operations there. Should have used the P-Wing. Well, whatever. I still replenished some of the coins used here. What makes the P-Wing so good here is that you can just constantly move fast at P-speed for all your movement and not have to build for it. So you can get to the end pipe a little faster. Don't have to worry about any difficult P-speed strats, but that's just me. Perfect off-screen wand grab. Another pixel higher and the wand drops below Mario, which you really don't want because then you lose time. And another cloud. Okay, order of operations could have been a little better, but I'm okay with having clouds heading into World 8, unlike some folks. But we are in a valid seed. I don't have a frog suit. If I did, I could press select to literally just throw it on, which would be really sweet for a level like this, because then your movement in the water is super. You move so much faster. Here, it's all momentum based. It's like trying to move through water in Super Metroid without the gravity suit. Okay, I'll admit I'm kind of showing off a little there with end-level positioning. But, in the mind of see a fort, play a fort, that makes sense. So you don't have to return to that. Oh, we already know where the valley is. Next. What are you? Fake. Yeah, it wasn't the worst joke that could have been made, to be fair. Doesn't matter, because I'd have to cloud it anyway. Is this even randomized? Is this even randomized? 8-2 and 8-2 with an angry son. Hand level. Hand 3. Sometimes you gotta take advantage of small Mario. And not having to duck slide through another cloud. What? Really? I'll fire at the minimum for this. I made it. Pixel perfect jumping height. That's always fun to do. Bro. Alright, now let's head back. See what conclusion we have. So I gotta play 8-1. Lovely. Hammer suit check. Hammer suit check. Now can we take this to the end? Smack! Hammer kill! Okay, hand 2 and the cloud is going to be useless. That is hilarious, game. For all the wrong reasons. So the theory there is to jump and tuck Mario into the corner to skip this crap. And hi, Bowser. Hi, Bowser. That's your seed. $44, 45, seed 1. Not bad. Seemed like a fast seed to start, but then it just bogged down like a quagmire, and by the end of it, we just kept receiving clouds for no reason other than the hand stages just giving them to us like candy. That would have been great if they weren't in World 8. I mean, that's not totally true. There was a stage at the 8-1 tile that I skipped. If that had been the other hand level, then 8-2 could have been completely skipped. But who knows? The other spot I used a cloud was the spot to use a cloud, in my opinion, and that's 7-5. Just want to look at something. Thanks for the GG0. I'm sure there's a submission form for this, so I'm gonna get to that later, because right now I'm gonna get set up for seed number 2. So stay tuned, folks, as we will be right back. After these messages, be right back. Now, I was just about to go right on up and get a drink, but all I'm gonna say about that is nobody follow that, because yeah, you walk in here, you drop a link that is spam. Can you do that? Well, I hate to say this, but you fucked the ball! Alright, I'll be right back, and then we get it going for C2. Alrighty, folks, welcome back. It is seed number 2 of week 1 for Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer League, and this one is the second of 2 seeds for open mode. Now, I still have main table and fire flower seeds to deal with. I will get to those later this week, because quite frankly, I don't want to burn myself out. Because I've been doing tournaments this year since like January. It's now. So I'm gonna try and stick around for as long as I can because I know once September hits, generally speaking, is the prep window for Earthbound Boogie Percent, and I do love Earthbound. It's such a good game, classic from my childhood. But anyway, I digress. We have the seed up. The flags match. All that's left to do is have at it. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, you're right about that, Zero. There's no doubt about it. We're opening with a 4. This could be good or bad. Not great, because I did not get P-Speed, but we're going to make it work anyway. I got P-Speed scammed. Didn't keep it the whole level, but it's fine. Yeah, but at the same time, even though I've been pushing myself a lot this year, I've also been having a lot of fun with things as well. So there's a balance. I'll admit the one time where I thought I hit my limit was the Map Rando Mentor Tournament series that went 3 seeds. That's where I felt like I hit my limit. Oh, okay, I'm glad Angry Sun didn't activate there, because that could have been really... Oh, don't jump at the Paragoomba. Actually gonna go down the pipe here, because if this goes right... I thought there was a P-switch there, oh well. Never mind, but I gotta power up the airship anyway, so... Yeah, probably not the best place to get a first power-up, but gotta get it somewhere. World 4 airship again. Ow! That was not how I was supposed to route that. I definitely got greedy there. Alright, got the power up. And out of World 5 in 3 minutes. That was definitely a jet world, no doubt about it. I think I'm gonna go 7 next because... Yep, we'll play bonus, bro. And that nothing was likely a whistle, because we do start with that. Now, what the whistle does is it allows us to back out of a world that we're either noping out of, or one we've already cleared. I don't typically use that, but it's there just in case. Speaking of things that are there, I just want to tell you both, good luck. We're all counting on you. Okay, that gives me something to use as a bit of a backup. Gotta go this way, force draw. It's 7-7, the Muncher run. I meant to do that. What I've always liked about 7-7 is that's a level that forces you to play fast, otherwise you're not beating it. For F2, donut for it. Good mushroom use there because a super leaf here is actually pretty good. Lets you do some of the harder jumps in the early part of the level easier. So that's the fort now. Came out of the top left pipe, I believe, so we're no bottom left. Pipe amnesia. Mark that on the calendar, on the, not the calendar, the bingo card. I misspoke again. Yeah. Alright. Well, we got a fort here. We're going to play it 3F2 again. Wow, what was that? That was bad. Wouldn't have gone for that power-up block unless I made a mistake with movement, and I made a mistake with my movement. Missed the pipe, so I tried to get time back with a fire flower. It didn't happen. And it wouldn't have mattered either because the Boom Boom was a one-hit quitter. I need items, so I'm going for the plant. Ow! Yep, bonk. Alright, that'll help. Whee! Yuck. Hilarious. Not. So those last two pipes connect that are on screen. Wow! That's ass. That is actual garbage. And I can't skip it, so we're gonna fish. Worthless. Oh. That was actually trash. Missed the jump, and I go all the way down. I never had that happen before. Yes, you could say, that's never happened before. One, two, one of the early game levels. Baby bass down below. That was unfortunate because it's one of the few enemies that can actually deflect a fireball. again. So for that level, if there's a baby bass, I'll tend to just escort the bass right to the end of the level and then step on it, because it won't have enough time to respawn in front of me. Hammer 2, I'm using a star. The hand levels tend to be faster when you use the star. We guys got a hammer. World 6 airship. No tail this time, so gonna have to play it a little differently. Can we hit this? Nope. Only get one shot at it when there's no auto-scroller for this level. And that one shot would save about 4 seconds if you get it. The salt got roasted. And Bowser is singing a Chumbawamba song. Goes this way for the pipe. Whoa! Hi, Boss Bass. Okay, trying to go for the second pipe there, which is generally the strat, becomes not so smart when you have a Boss Bass on the screen. That level's also a bit freer if you have a tail. So what I'm going to do, take the pipe, pop out the other side, and bop the bro. Okay, that wound up being worth it, getting a cloud. I suppose checking that block for a star is a good idea if you get one. The level shortens up considerably. You know what, that's fine getting kicked by Karibo's shoe there, because now, get out of the level just a touch faster. Yeah. That saves 2 levels, so we'll go with it. 3 of 1. Sure, my duck got eaten and then my momentum got fucked. Wait. I'll just go back at it. I think this time I'm gonna slam on the brakes. Go up and over. See if I can hit this. Nope. Just trying for door 3 there, and what door 3 is, it's a 1-frame input coming out of that door where if you get it, you go back into the door and go straight to Bomo. It's certainly been done before, but like with all frame input tricks, it's not easy and it's not free. And there's no really good visual cue, it's really a timing cue. That is not always easy to get. Game is giving us a fast level. Just Sky Speedway, and I got the jump out of the pipe. Now that jump there is also a 1-frame input. Because coming out of the pipe, Mario has 1 frame of ground. If you jump on that frame, Mario jumps. Unfortunately, nothing there, but we do get rewarded with a P-Wing. That's very helpful. There are a number of levels where just using a P-Wing is much better than just going through it normally. And for anybody who's beaten the NES version, if you go back to the title screen and hit Start to start a new game, you start with 28 P-Wings in your inventory. And it's only on the NES version do you get this effect. I should have used the P-Wing here. But now I get to display why the P-Wing is such a good idea. So here's a bit of a comparison for you. Also, that was risky to not jump there, because I could have gone all the way down. And that plane where you build P-Speed there for the P-Speed strat is not guaranteed. You could have the whole thing get hecked by landing on a rocky wrench. And this is where the fight gets a little chaotic. I'll back off. I had to play that safer than I wanted to because I wasn't able to keep Wendy stunned, but that's okay. The important thing is getting through the fight in that instance. Okay, so without any hammers, I'm pretty much backing off of playing worlds like 2, 3, and 6. Because that's where they tend to be the most helpful. So we're going to go into 1. Put the leaf on for 4F1. Not going to get a lot of coins in this level. The only coins are down here. I moved through that section pretty darn good. Since I'm after items early, I will fight the extra bro. Unfortunately, not worth it here. Okay, good level to get some coins, at least. Had a jump get eaten there, but that's okay. Because coins get used for items in this mode. Sometimes stopping to get those extra coins or just a small amount of time out of the way can be a good thing. I got 2 clouds. Yeah, I'll burn one here. And I was rewarded with a hammer. The movement with this airship is pretty similar whether you have the P-Wing or not. So equipping one here doesn't offer nearly as big of a time save as some other airships would. Although it would let you go for that off-screen wand grab so much easier. Alright, 5 worlds down. Let's keep it moving. Ooh, got a hammer suit. That is great because that'll help us. That's a great Bowser killer item, and sometimes it just comes in handy no matter what. Like, this would be a great level to use Hammer Suit in. Speedrunners that know how to use the Hammer Suit in this level can really put it to great effect. That might have been faster to take damage there, but if I do take damage, then I can't fire Kill Boom Boom. That's unfortunate. What will the item be this time? Okay, a hammer. So hand 2 wound up being a very fortuitous find at this point in time. Yeah, we're taking the pipe. I could take the death for the pewing, but instead... we're gonna go this way. I really do not like going for Sinapi at all. Because my luck, I go for it, it winds up being a Fire Flower. Because this item block here in this room has a 50-50 chance of being either a Fire Flower or a Super Leaf. If you get the Super Leaf, you don't have to get the Tanuki suit. That strat was called Sinapi. I don't know who named it that, but that's what the community landed on. Which is why when I went for it in the series last tournament, I figured I had nothing to lose, so I just went for it. Won't be able to skip the bro because of its movement. Okay, I got a little too cute with the movement. I know the Starman will not stay with me into the next stage, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? Ooh, another beta level. Well, I didn't expect to land on top of the item block there, so... that was all improv for the most part. But when the improv goes well, I'm happy with the result, and when I'm happy with the result, I just say we take those. Damn it. Got caught in the corner, and from 2 fireballs... excuse you! Rude-ass hitbox. And another cloud, okay. Check 3 first. This doesn't appear to be a double hammer, but this appears to be a peeling. Except this time, keeping the P-Wing. Glad I ate one pretty darn quickly. Alright, that neuters double hammer. Alright, so we have Pyramid. Block clipping this level is ill-advised, as if you do that, you soft lock and run out the timer. Well, rather, forced to run out the timer. That's what I'm getting at there. That's a 280 in the pipe if I don't bonk. But yeah, tail or small tend to be the two best power-up options for Pyramid. Just blind cloud a level to check a pipe. It's 1, 2, 3 with 1, 2, 3 locks. We're good. 3 forts and none of them required. Okay, this'll throw you off. Atlantis that does not auto-scroll. I wonder if I could have used a P-Wing to fly up and over that. Oh, that was my fault. Okay, stop playing bad. Still gonna take a moment, check my falling speed. Oh, you asshole. I wonder. Over the top possible? Let's see. Well, what do you know? Get out of there. Okay, so that's not so bad when it doesn't auto-scroll. Admittedly. Okay, I didn't get the off-screen, but I still got the wand pretty high up, so that ain't terrible. If I'm gonna miss wand grab like that, I'd rather miss it in that manner, because then I still catch the wand up high and I don't have to drop to the floor to get it, because that's a worse time loss. 4 hammers. What the hell? Didn't get it, that's okay. It was worth the effort, though. Because what I was trying to do there was hit a ground clip. If you hit that ground clip in this fort, you go straight to Boom Boom. And you don't have to do the elevator. It's an insane clip, and generally, if you don't get it, you take damage. And if you try for it as Small Mario and miss it, you die. One of the few times I have ever seen that done in a race was done by Zakubi, who is an insanely talented Mario 3 player. But honestly, if you ever see his stuff, definitely worth checking out because he is like I said, extremely talented, top-level Mario 3 player. Also plays Earthbound really well, too. And does stuff with Earthbound Beginnings that I couldn't do. Which, for those not to know, Earthbound Beginnings was released as Mother in Japan. They just brought it over to the West really freaking late. We'll go up here, it's 5-8. I actually need coins, so this is a good spot to try and get some. So what I'm going to do here is... Now, what I did there is wait for 5 enemies to be in the goal area. 5 is the most amount of enemies you can have in the goal area, and they all turn into coins. When you have 5, that 5th enemy becomes a 1-up. Things that I never thought I'd show off about this game, but I am. So we're up to 14 coins, or rather 13 coins, which is still short of being able to use a P-Wing for the airship, but it's fine because I have a Fire Flower. Barbecued shrimp, anybody? One pickle said to the other, deal with it. You are 5F2. You are a fort, so we're gonna play you. A fort where I can get a few coins, but I'm not gonna take too long in it, because this is a very cycle-based level. The Podoboo are on a cycle, so if you keep moving, you're not gonna get hit. So, 2 fireballs, 1 stomp, and the stomp was enough? Okay. Show me left pipe. Show me pipe on the right. Pipe on the right was the solution. So we gotta do dumb shit in the dark. Oh well, that's just how some of these are. Actually, we'll set that as a checkpoint. Okay, it's all pipes. Alright. I wanted to see if the fort was in the dark, which it was not. Avital is the Dark Door Maze known as Gatekeeper. Now, they've done some shit with this level for the web rando that I haven't played personally, but it is insane. Try seeing regular enemies up in here. It makes this upper path really bad. Even though it's great for coins, it ain't great for sanity. Got the one cycle. Love to see it. Alright, unclear if that was the answer or if the answer's on the hand bridge. Looks like that answer is going to be on the hand bridge, so let's get after it. There was a missing lock that was not there, so we're just gonna go after it. 6F2. I'm not gonna block clip there because I'd wind up right in the path of that thwomp and I'd take damage in all likelihood, so I'd rather not chance it. Five F1 ground floor. That's fine that I took 2 hits, because I was able to keep P-Speed all through that. And we can power up at the end. And skip the same level twice in the dark, because why not? Where else am I going to use those clouds? Because we already know there's no other place to use the clouds, because this last level is a hand trap, and we can't cloud it. The hands always grab. 3-9, okay. Oh, I had it, and then I didn't have it. And then I has boots ahead. Since we know what's at the end, let's just go. That's another pipe you can fly over the top of. And we're out of there, despite the mistakes that I've made. That clip would skip this disco waffle staircase. It's a helpful clip to know, but it's also okay if you don't get it. So, because if you do get it, you don't have to worry about getting hit by the rotodiscs. Okay, I fudged the input there. You know what? To hell with it. Because if you do get that clip that skips Gauntlet, you could potentially perform a task kill on Bowser. And what's so difficult about the task kill is that it is 1 frame. Unfortunately, I got hit by a scam laser, so we're not seeing that here. Now, interestingly enough, those stomps do not stun Mario in the vanilla game. Oh, I got hit. I got cocky. I don't know how I didn't get hit there because it certainly looked like Mario was on the bottom of Bowser's left foot, but I will take it. End time, 39:48. Well, that was a good run. Thanks for the GG there. Appreciate it. I will figure out getting these submitted shortly. Yo, Night Shifter, thanks for the GG. Hope you're doing good, dude. Oh. So, two interesting seeds for open mode, I would say. Plus, I figured if I was going to kick the rust off, I figured I'd do it this way, with the open mode set. Two more sets to go for this week, and that would be the Fire Flower and Main Table. I will get to those over the next couple of days, actually. I just wanted to get one of these done tonight, and then we continue on from here. Upload side, this will be on YouTube after the week 1 flags lapse, so that'll be something to look forward to there. So hit the subscribe button on YouTube if you enjoyed this, and if you like what you saw here on Twitch, please hit the follow button. Both are free. They let you know when I go live on Twitch, on the Twitch side, and on YouTube lets you know when I post new stuff. Suffice to say, I get around. There's a lot of moving parts, but also a lot of heart. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me tonight. Thank you all for watching, and I will be seeing you all next time. Let's find a raid target as usual. So until next time, as always, stay kind, stay safe, and I will see you next time. Take care, everybody.